Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we have a new pick a card reading all about the big changes that you can expect in your future. So if you are curious what you can expect, what are those big changes going to be, what is your life going to be like in the future, that is going to be the topic of today's video. The way that these pick a card readings work is there's different information beneath each of these piles and each of them is going to reveal something different, and depending on which one you are the most called towards and drawn towards, your intuition is going to be drawn to one of these groups that has the most relevant and accurate information for you at this time. So what you're going to do is look at these 4 different groups and you are going to pick which one is calling to you the most. Over here we have group number 1 with some Aqua Aura Quartz, group number 2 with the crystal Thulite, group number 3 with some Quartz, and then group number 4 we have this Carda something. I actually don't remember the name of this crystal, but it's a really cool type of crystal. I'll have the name linked down below if I remember it. But those are our group options. You can take a moment, pause the video if you need to find the card pile or crystal that you're the most drawn to, and then that's going to be your group. And then there's timestamps linked down below in the comment box as well as the description box so that you can skip right ahead to your personal reading all about the big changes that you can expect in your future. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so my group number 1s, let's go ahead and dive right into your reading. Okay, my group 1s, the first card that we have for you is Dragonfly Emergence. So I feel like you are getting ready to come out more. Perhaps emergence is emerging as a new you is being born and you're kind of emerging as this new, better and higher version of you. Perhaps you're working on yourself right now or doing things to improve you, your life, your career, your love life, all types of different aspects of who you are. I feel like you've been doing a lot of inner work, a lot of inner reflection of seeing like, who do I want to be and how do I want my life to be? And this is a card indicating that you are going to be emerging as that new you. Dragonflies are really significant, and if you see them around, they are a symbol of freedom, of rising higher. And they're also a spiritual symbol that indicates you are ready to make some sort of change or metamorphosis. So it's no wonder that this card is coming up for you, because that is definitely the energy that I feel, is that you've been really deeply working on yourself for one. So I think a lot of big changes are going to happen because as you become this new self, I feel like your entire life is going to be shifting. I feel like you are going to emerge as a more confident version of you, and the different things that you're doing to improve yourself right now are really going to pay off in your life. Ooh, and then we have Waterfall Effortless. Effortless is that feeling of when we're in flow. Things are just happening for us. I think as you step into this new version of yourself and as you're creating this new version of you and working on yourself, it is going to cause a waterfall of different events to start moving forward in your life. So if you've ever felt stuck recently, I feel like this is the floodgates opening where things are going to really start moving for you, and it's going to feel effortless. It's going to feel effortless to start seeing more money coming into your life. It's going to feel effortless to get new opportunities in flow. It's going to feel effortless for you to then take action towards different things that you want, because things are just in flow. The energy is moving forward. And I think it's going to happen really fast for you. I think that there's different things in your life that are going to start happening very quickly. And in areas of your life that it felt like it was taking a lot of time, there's just going to be so much more effortless flow. We also have the autumn equinox, which is release. I see this as the old you being able to shed old patterns, habits, different things that have been keeping you stuck. I'm also seeing this as possibly releasing people that you are no longer really connecting with on, like, as this new version of you. Perhaps as you're stepping into this new version of you and you're releasing these old habits, these old interests, these old aspects of you, I feel like it's also going to be a release of maybe who you used to hang out with, who you were close to. I don't think like it's doing a huge change. Like I feel like there's some people that are still staying in your life that you are still going to connect with, that are maybe on a similar path as you, but I also feel like that there is a release of some kind. I also see this being a release of things that you didn't really like about yourself and your life. So perhaps if you've had something critical about yourself, like a habit that you didn't like, or something else that you didn't like about yourself, I'm seeing that you're able to release that and let that go, and that it's also going through some kind of transformation. So maybe you're going to the gym and you're going to notice a huge transformation within your physical energy, your physical body, and that's going to be a big release and transformation for you. Or perhaps you are emerging as a new version of you who is striving towards their goals and starting to take action towards that, and releasing fear and doubt, releasing things that were once holding you back in those areas, and allowing for this big transformation to take place. The last card that we have in this particular group or pile, I guess, we're going through so many more cards. There's not just 4 cards, I promise you. But in this set of cards, anyway, you get the point. Vulnerability, meadow. Ooh. There might have been certain things that have held you back out of fear of judgment, like fear of what other people might think of you if you go and pursue this thing, or if you go and do that, or if you open up to somebody about what it is you're truly going through, what's going on in your mind. If there's been fears around that, this vulnerability card is making me feel like freedom is coming back into your life. The freedom to be you, the freedom to express yourself and to be confident in yourself and to really open up. And the meadow is also making me think of blooming. The dragonfly is blooming. The meadow is blooming. And then the equinox of release, it's like shedding all of those like old leaves, all the crusty bits that were just like, okay, let's get rid of that and allow for this new spring. Let's spring back into life. And I'm also seeing this as feeling so much more open to move forward and explore new things. That is also happening in your life, so very exciting there. Let's see what else we get for you, my group ones. Let's see what else, what other big changes do we have coming up for you? We also have the 9 of water. This is the 9 of cups. This is a wish card. That is so interesting because in the last reading that I just did, group number 1, there was also the 9 of cups that came out as the first card. That is so interesting. But this is a wish card. And as you can see, she's like found a treasure chest beneath this ocean, and she opens it up and it's like all of these like diamonds and pearls and things. So this is something that you've been seeking, something that you've been wanting to create or find. I also see this as you looking at yourself and feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm like really becoming the person that I've always wanted to be, that I've always dreamed about being. And there's this type of emotional satisfaction with the 9 of water as well, the 9 of cups. This emotional satisfaction of like, oh my gosh, the things that I've been really wanting are happening. If some of you are wanting also a better love life, something that I'm seeing for you is this ability to fully emerge as a confident version of yourself, releasing relationships and having the ability to create proper boundaries to release the relationships that are no longer working for you, to open up and be vulnerable and create something amazing. So if you're wanting to manifest more in your love life, I absolutely see that working out so well for you, and I think that's going to be one of the biggest changes here. If this deals more with a career or personal level type of thing, I'm just seeing so much abundance waiting for you through this big change that you're going through. And I feel like this is like a big personal shift that you're doing. It's like you're really working on yourself, and you're going to be so proud of who you are becoming. Like, oh my goodness, the work that you're putting into yourself right now, like I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are really into watching like self-improvement videos right now, or reading self-improvement books, or maybe you're even just doing this on a personal level because it's like something that you're just feeling. It's like, I want to improve myself. I want to release all those things that were once holding me back. And yeah, that's going to be amazing. Let's see what else we get for you. I also feel like one of your biggest changes, I feel like you're so ready to let go of something, whether that be a person or again, a habit or something else. You're so ready to release and let go of a certain chapter of your life. And in doing so, I think you're going to be highly, highly blessed. This is almost reminding me of like the Pluto energy, because Pluto helps us shed the old and transform, but it also gives us a gift on the other side. And some people look at Pluto as a negative planet because sometimes when we're going through like major Pluto transits, it can cause a lot of shifts and change and transformations, and sometimes we can go through a big like loss moment. But Pluto always replaces whatever it kind of takes away and gives you something even better, something that fits you even more. And that's sort of what I'm seeing happening in this reading right now. There's something that is like, it's time to let go. It's time to close that chapter. It is so time to close that chapter, to emerge as the new you, to be vulnerable about your feelings, about what you're really truly feeling inside, being able to fully open up in those ways, release this old chapter, and bam, look at, you get a wish through that. You receive the thing that you've always been wanting. And I feel like this thing couldn't come into your life before because there was too many other things taking up your time, your energy, and your space. Right? It's almost like the waterfall. If it's all dammed up with other things, things aren't going to be in flow. So it's like you're releasing whatever was damming up that waterfall. You're able to even release, like, I feel like your emotions have been dammed up a little bit. And your true thoughts and feelings have been maybe you've been holding them back for whatever reason. And this is a time of like release, being vulnerable, being open, and bam, through that, you're actually going to get what it is that you've been wishing for. But you need to trust that process. And I believe that you're going to be trusting that process, obviously, because this is the change that's in your future, is you having that courage to release this. And whoo, 9 of water up next. And then we also have the messenger of water. So this is the Page of Cups in tarot. And this is new creativity being sparked and something new that's inspiring to you. This could be a new relationship for those of you that are getting the courage to maybe release relationships that are no longer showing up the way that you want them to. This could be the indication of a new relationship that's exactly what it is that you've been wanting, hoping for, and wishing for in your life. Or again, if this is more on a personal level, this is getting the ideas and the opportunities coming your way. And this is something new. I need to make that clear. The messenger of water, the Page of Water, is something that's new. It's not something from the past. It's not something that's old. This is something that's new. It's a new spark. It's a new idea. It's a new message. Some of you might even hear from, like, somebody might be reaching out to you, talking to you. This could be a new friendship. This could be a new relationship. But there's something new coming into your life. And again, this is something that you've been wishing for and hoping for, because the 9 of Cups is such a positive card of feeling, again, so grateful and so excited for what you just got. If some of you have been hoping to find like the person that you're going to marry, the diamond, just saying, could be an indication of that. Or again, if you've been wanting more abundance in your life, if you've been wanting to find a career that really excites you, the diamonds can also indicate abundance and feeling very excited about your new chapter in your life, because it's promising abundance. It's promising something that's of high value. So this is something that's giving you a lot of value. The diamonds can also symbolize commitment, loyalty, passion. It can symbolize like more luxury in your life, so more opulence, something that you're so happy about. That's like, it's very lasting, right? Because diamonds are like the strongest material in the world, so they indicate something that's very lasting. We also have the Strength card as well. I just see more confidence for you, like entering this very confident era of your life where you're not afraid to be assertive and speak your mind, to speak what it is that you really want. And I'm also seeing this as you setting proper boundaries in your life so that you're no longer settling for less than what you deserve. And the Strength card can sometimes also indicate that we are putting more effort into the way that we look. This is very connected to Leo, and sometimes Leo talks about our self-image. So I also see this improvement within your self-image, looking at yourself and being like, ooh, look at, and being really well groomed, really well put together. And ooh, there might be something really exciting that you're buying for yourself that maybe you are saving up for right now, or maybe you're dreaming of. I think that you're gonna get this, whatever this thing is. This could be like maybe something that you're saving up for that you're like so excited to wear, or maybe you're saving up to like get your hair done in a certain way, or maybe you're saving up to just improve yourself in some way that you've always been dreaming about, that you're like, oh my God, I would feel so like so up-leveled with that thing, or to do that, to be able to commit to that or invest in that. This is investing in yourself, investing in improving yourself and all of that. So it could also be about going to the gym, getting your strength up. That can be an aspect of this, or, you know, all of what we've been saying. But I'm definitely seeing some sort of like glow up for you. I see that you're wanting more of a glow up and dreaming about a glow up. And I see that happening for you, and I see you being so excited and happy with the results of that. Ooh, and I'm seeing that this is gonna all happen within this next year, and I feel like it's happening even right now. I feel like you're already on the road to kind of like making this happen. I don't want to cover that card, actually. I want to keep that one being seen, so we'll put that one up there. And yeah, so we also have Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacles. This is balancing, finding balance. I think that when it comes to your spending versus your saving, I think that you're also wanting to create more balance there. If you've ever had like a feeling where either you feel scared to buy yourself things, you only ever want to save your money and you're so scared to buy something. Instead, I feel like you're finding more balance when it comes to that. Or if you've been on the opposite end of the spectrum where you're spending more than you're saving, I feel like you're finding more balance. You're finding more harmony when it comes to your spending versus your saving. I also feel like there's going to be more opportunity for you to also like figure out ways to make more money and to find ways that bring more fulfillment to you when it comes to your money and your abundance. I'm also seeing karma. This card can also deal with karma. So things that maybe we've been super good and maybe we've been really putting our best foot forward. This is karma paying off. We also have Ace of Cups. So Ace of Water is the Ace of Cups. That indicates a new emotional beginning, something new that excites us emotionally and can be very fulfilling. It can indicate new love. It can indicate new friendship. I feel like it's indicating both for you, especially if that's been something that you've been trying to manifest, is like a new friendship or your actual person. Ace of Water, I 100% think that that's coming in for you this year. And Ace of Water, if you're more on a personal level, more career type of stuff, Ace of Water can indicate figuring out your next passion, figuring out like, what is it that's gonna be this new chapter that I can be so passionate about? So if you've been bored a little bit in your career by any means, or feeling like you need a fresh start, or you need a new chapter, you need something new to work towards, new goals, all of that, Ace of Water can indicate new passion coming in. We also have Nine of Earth. So the Nine of Pentacles, this is a card of abundance. This is a card of absolute abundance. Nine of Water, Nine of Earth. You have double nines going on here. And we also have a lot of water and a lot of earth energy going on here. Strength is a bit more fire associated, but other than that, a lot of water and a lot of earth. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of emotional shifts for you and a lot of physical shifts. The nines are the closing out of an old chapter, but both of these cards are like wish cards. The Nine of Earth is living in abundance, living in opulence, feeling like you are surrounded by things that you've always wanted to be surrounded by. If you've wanted to improve your material world, such as feeling financially more secure, more stable, feeling like you can bask in relaxation when it comes to thinking about your money, that is this card. This card is also indicating being surrounded by material things that maybe you've been really wanting to experience. So going on that vacation that you've always wanted to go on, and maybe it's a really luxurious vacation that costs a lot of money. That is 9 of Earth. Or it is like buying those things that maybe you've really wanted and you've been dreaming about, such as that house or that car, or jewelry, just since we've been talking about that with the 9 of Water being here too. Or clothes or other things. Maybe you've been wanting to invest into yourself to feel like a higher, better version of you. That's also within these cards. So I definitely feel like there's a lot of glow up and there's a lot of like personal investment into yourself and also the saving of your money. So I feel like there's a lot going on here where you're saving money, but at the same time, you're also investing it into yourself, because I feel like you're going to have this sort of extra abundance to do so. There's some sort of opportunities coming in to where you have this extra abundance. And also, again, when we're talking about relationships, this is feeling very, very satisfied, very fulfilled in those areas. So let's go ahead and dive into our next deck of cards here to see what else you can expect. What other big changes are going to happen for you, my love? We have coming to life. If you've been wanting to feel more energized, more inspired, that is 100% happening for you. A dream that you have is also coming to life within this next year. And then we also have the sacred pool. This is a cleansing energy. The sacred pool is a cleansing energy, but for some of you, I'm also thinking that you're going on a vacation where it's just like very beautiful and you get to like bask in the relaxation of it. I feel like that's also in the cards for you within the next 9 months to the next year. That's what Spirit is telling me, the next 9 months to the next year. 9 is going to be very significant for you. A lot of you, you're going to notice these things happening. Your special numbers are 6, 9, and 11. And 1 year from now. 1 year from now. But 6, 9, and 11 are some of your magic numbers going on here. So you might see those numbers popping around. And if so, that is confirmation of all of these types of things. And yeah, that sacred pool, I'm also seeing like a big cleanse where if you're currently feeling like worried about different conflict or different conversations or people judging you or people not understanding you or all of these different things when it comes to these shifts that you're making and all of that. I really see this type of cleansing energy, this type of healing energy that's going to take place because of all this, and you feeling like, oh my God, I'm so refreshed. You're going to literally think, I'm so glad I'm no longer attached to that thing, that habit, that past chapter. You're going to feel so cleansed and so satisfied that it's over, and it's going to feel really good for you, even if it's hard at first. Even if it's hard at first, by the end of it, you are going to feel so cleansed, so refreshed. You know that feeling when you just feel like you're not tied to anything that you don't want to be. You're just fully free, and all the things that you are tied to are things that you want to be tied to, and you just feel so cleansed and so healed. That's the energy that card gives me. So that is really beautiful. Okay, that is what we have going on here. I feel like shuffling one last deck of cards to get any last information for you. Okay, we also have Angel of Love. You are 100% manifesting deeper love into your life, deeper commitment into your life. If you've been wanting more commitment or a deeper relationship, I absolutely see that happening for you. If you've been wanting a friendship that is so deep, people that you can really feel just so deeply connected to, that is also happening. The broken heart that is coming up. For some of you, I'm really feeling, this is not a message for all of you, okay? Because you'll know whether or not this message is for you. Some of you, you are still attached to somebody who you know is not meant for you. And you know that you need to kind of break that apart or let that go. Or possibly it's even a friendship. So this might be a friendship or this might be a love relationship, but you'll know, okay? And perhaps you know that you need to kind of move on from that. Perhaps you know it's no longer resonating, and you know that in order to find what it is that you truly want, we're gonna need to let it go. And I feel like that's why broken heart is coming up here. This can also be indicating that maybe there's been a fear around being vulnerable in relationships because of a previous broken heart, but I'm seeing that being healed by you emerging, being open to being vulnerable again. And I feel like that's what's gonna help you manifest this new phase in your relationships. If this more like deals with career, perhaps there's a fear that there's going to be rejection. Perhaps you have a fear around judgment, rejection, no's, or not making it, or being unsuccessful, or failure, or all that. Broken heart can indicate that we have these different fears. But again, what I'm seeing here is that this fear, like your success, lies on the other side of this fear. About having that strength to push forward. I'm also seeing this as maybe broken self-love, different aspects of yourself that you currently reject or deny or hide or feel like they are unworthy aspects of yourself. They are not. I feel like you are going through a massive healing. It is going to be so amazing for you to heal from that, and this sacred pool is telling me that you will be healing from that and you will be manifesting. I feel like there's going to be some sort of like retreat or vacation or some sort of thing that you're going to be doing that's going to be so healing for you. And I see that you're going to be like into these new habits or these new self-improvement things, and it's going to improve your self-love. And through that, it's going to allow you to be more open. It's going to allow you to come to life, and it's going to allow your dreams to come to life, because when you come to life, that's when your dreams come to life as well. So I'm seeing a lot of this healing, a lot of this self-improvement, and a lot of this just emergence and growth. And through that, I just see so many amazing things happening for you, my love. So I am so happy you joined me here for today's video, today's reading. I feel like that one was so beautiful, and I'm so excited to see what is in your future and what's going to be happening for you. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I also just want to quickly mention, if you are curious or interested in any crystal jewelry, I hand make these gorgeous beaded bracelets, and we just came out with a brand new charmed bracelet style. And we also have selenite bracelets now, which are so good for healing. I absolutely love them. They're so beautiful. I love this new charm style. We have so many different types of crystals on there. I'll have my website linked down below. It's called Luna Gem. We have so much other jewelry on there too. I also sell crystals. So if you're interested in any of that, all the information will be linked down below, where you can get crystals, jewelry, bracelets, all of that. And thank you again so much for joining me here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. All right, my group number 2s, let's go ahead and dive right into your reading. Okay, my group 2s, we have Ceremony Invocation as your first card. I think you're getting deeper in touch with your spiritual side and with your ability to manifest. Perhaps that's something that you've been diving deeper into. Perhaps you've been like making a vision board or writing down all the things that you want to create this year. Or perhaps that's something you are going to all of a sudden become interested in. But I'm seeing like you're getting deeper in touch with your spiritual side, your spiritual energy, and learning how to cultivate your own inner magic. I also see this as like improving certain skills that you have in order to kind of create something new in your life, or perhaps again get deeper into manifesting or open up a new chapter for yourself. So one of the big changes that I see for you is you're getting in touch with your magical side, you're getting in touch with your spiritual side on a much deeper level. Much deeper than you've ever been. Like maybe you've been spiritual for a long time now, but you're getting deeper into this, and I feel like you're discovering new things along that journey, like new spiritual kind of gifts that you might have. So that's going to be one of your big changes, and new spiritual wisdom. We also have Cave Sanctuary. Ooh, okay. So you are also maybe going through a time where you feel like being a little bit more alone. So one of your big changes, I feel like, ooh, you're going to be interested in things that maybe not a lot of people are interested in. Like perhaps you are going on this like big spiritual kind of journey, maybe having a spiritual awakening, and perhaps your current maybe friends or the people that you hang out with, maybe they're not on that same wavelength right now, or maybe you don't know a lot of people who are into that same kind of stuff. So the cave can indicate that we're in a little bit of like a hermit phase where we just want to be alone. We want to dive into this discovery. We want to read a lot. We want to learn a lot. We want to dive in. We want to evoke our magic. We want to learn how to utilize these inner skills that we have of manifesting or of reading the future or of, you know, other just spiritual things. It seems like you're getting in touch with that and you're wanting to hone those skills better, improve those skills even more, really discover how much magic that you have within. It seems like that's part of your big change right now. And even though we have these, like this energy of the hermit of, you know, wanting to be secluded or more alone, wanting to just like, it's almost this energy of I'm so excited to get back home so I can read or so I can, you know, take in this wisdom so I can learn and grow and like look up these things. That's the energy here. It's like wanting to dive into that. I'm also seeing possibly like you are wanting to, I think there's going to be a big change in your home with the way that you decorate or the way that you have things arranged. I feel like you're wanting to create more of a connection in your home or in your space. And I'm seeing this like redecoration process and getting really inspired with that. And then Eagle Communion, one of the other big changes that's going to come from this, I feel like this is your beginning where there's a lot more like alone time, but you're eventually going to find people who are on that same wavelength, or at least more people, and perhaps even someone who's going to be like a really deep bond with you, somebody that you're gonna have a really deep bond with, a friend that's gonna be so on this same wavelength, so on this same vibe, someone that you feel like you can confide in, that you can be on this journey with, and it's gonna be really exciting for you. And I just see you having such a deep connection here. And we also have rain, purification, letting the old go. So with rain, I feel like you are going to get really inspired to organize. Really inspired to like get your life together, get your home organized, your space organized, to throw away old things that you no longer use, you no longer wear, you no longer want anymore. I feel like you're gonna do a huge clean out and a revamp of your space. And this could even be with yourself as well. Maybe you're also wanting to eat healthier. And perhaps you wanna do like a cleanse so that you feel like you are healthier, you feel like you're more in tune, more taking care of yourself and your body. So I'm seeing like possibly getting rid of like junk food or getting rid of other like unhealthy substances that we might be consuming, because I just see here that you're wanting to purify yourself and your space and your habits and all of that kind of stuff. I'm just seeing this big cleanse that you're wanting to do. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for you. What other big changes do we have for you, my loves? Group 2. Okay, we also have the Hanged Man. There's been, you're shifting your perspective. Okay. The Hangman is a shift in perspective. You are going to be learning so much and seeing the world in an entirely new way. And I think it's because of this like spiritual interest that you have. And also, this big like reorganization and getting yourself together and getting your space put together to the point where you feel like when you come home, all you want to do is like come home because you're so excited because it's just so organized. It's like your sanctuary, it's your space. And I feel like you're getting new interests, really new passionate interests where you're just going to be so excited to come home and dive deep into those interests. And I do see you again, making a friend that you can enjoy these new interests with and explore these new interests with this person. We also have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire, absolutely a new interest. And it's interesting because the Wand cards are also connected to our spiritual journey. And the Ace is a new spiritual journey awakening. And this even could be the beginning of a spiritual journey, the embarking on it, of discovering your inner flame, your inner fire, what it is that you truly believe in, discovering a new spark. Like this is having a new spark. And, I feel like this new spark is going to inspire you to completely do an overhaul and a big shift in your life. And I feel like you're almost going to become like unrecognizable to certain people in your life. Like your friends and family might be like, wait, you're changing like this? Like this is unexpected. Like people are going to think that it's so unexpected, but you're going to be like, oh my God, no, this is more me than I've ever felt before. This is more on my vibe than I've ever felt. Like you're going to feel more you. But other people are going to be like, whoa, I've never seen that side of you. Like the Hangman, this is a different side of you. This is a whole different side of you that's coming out. People have never seen this before. You've never even seen this side of yourself, but you're so excited to discover this new side of you. You are so excited, and just this energy, this spark. And again, your whole perspective of the world and of your life is going to be shifting. So if you have been wanting a refresh of your perspective, a whole new way of looking at things, looking at the world, that's going to be coming into your life. And perhaps you're just embarking on that journey now, especially since we had this ceremony invocation card. Like you're evoking a new energy even right now in your life. And it's leading to all of these new things and new people. I feel like you're going to have an entirely new community around you within this next year. We also have the Tower card being reversed. I feel like you are so ready to end old patterns, wow, it's so interesting. We have the Hangman who's upside down. It's almost like he's falling out of something. And then the Tower card, it's like falling out of that old tower, falling out of that old chapter, but it's like you're really willfully doing it because you no longer want to be stuck in those same mindsets that you used to be. I feel like you're now discovering, I feel like this spiritual awakening is helping you discover all the things that you've been wanting to know about life. It's reinvigorating you. It is completely helping you heal and change and realize your inner power and your own inner potential. It's really unlocking that for you. And the Tower card being reversed is the best position for this card to be in, by the way, because it indicates that we are in the rebuilding stage. And so now it's like the things that didn't work out for you before, you're finally discovering why that didn't, and you're seeing why, and now you're rebuilding things in an entirely new way. Your perspective is totally shifting, and it's going to be so healing for you and so inspiring to build this new life. You are going to feel so fired up, so inspired to build this new life for yourself. It's very exciting. So we also have Seven of Cups being reversed. I feel like you're just discovering your purpose, what you really want to do, who you really want to be. All of that's being unlocked right now, and it's you find it easier to make decisions. You're finding it easier to decide what you want, and all of that. Ooh, another card just fell out. We also have the Eight of Cups. Wow. Okay, so many cup cards going on over here at the end here. This is a very emotional journey for you. It's going to be emotional in a good way though, because the things that you weren't satisfied with before, it's almost like the previous chapter of your life, it felt like there was maybe something missing, or it just always felt like you were seeking for something more. And this new chapter, it's oh, now I know exactly the direction to go in that's going to fulfill that side of me that's always been wanting to be realized, that's always been wanting to be unlocked. And yeah, it's you're diving right into that. I also see you leaving something behind, by the way. The Eight of Cups always indicates leaving something behind. So this could be leaving behind people or a career, a job. It could be leaving behind the old version of you, the old interests that you used to have, which for me, what I'm seeing is this is mostly on a personal level. It's like leaving behind the old you and the old interests that you used to have, the old beliefs that you used to have. And now it's like you find what's truly fulfilling to you, and you're riding on a whole new ship, going on to a whole new horizon. And yeah, I'm definitely seeing like a redo of your house along with that too. So very exciting. Let's dive into some more cards here for you, my group twos. We also have the balancing act, angel number 11 right at the top of that. Angel number 11 is a new beginning, and it's also a kind of like portal. You can look at it as like an entryway, and it's opening up a new door in your life. And we also have the ship here. It's interesting. We have the ship and we have the ship. You are sailing somewhere completely new. And this is about you staying taut on that new journey, because there could be other people that are like, no, like come back to being this way, or no, you might have people that kind of evoke the old you, but it's like, you know that you're on this completely new journey, but it's new, it's exciting, it's like, and we have to stay on it. And I'm seeing for you, this big change is like you are finding more balance in your life. You are literally finding more balance. And it's interesting. We have so many cards that are giving the same sort of energy, like the hangman, when he's hanging from that little rope. She's balancing this little rope. So I feel like you're kind of balancing these two different worlds that you are coming from. For one, it's like you're balancing your old life with all of a sudden this whole new life that you're creating. You're balancing that. I feel like there's going to be a whole new things that you're exploring, and you're finding ways to balance that and integrate these new realizations, these new interests, these new hobbies into your life. We also have listening. I think you're getting in tune with more of like your psychic senses. I think that you are going to gain a lot of clarity on who it is that you are, what it is that you desire. And I also feel like you're like, the listening is making me feel like there's a lot of messages coming through, like a whole new path that's coming through for you. And it's like really divine. Music is going to be really important to you. The lyrics that you hear, if certain lyrics get stuck in your head, listen to what those lyrics are, because I feel like there's a message for you within that. And usually lyrics and things like that, they speak more metaphorically than literally. So look at it from a more metaphorical perspective. What is that showing you about maybe who you were, where you're coming from versus where you're going, and all of that. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing this whole new journey coming up for you and rebuilding. Some of you might literally start doing home renovations or do a complete overhaul of your sanctuary in your home. That's another big change that's happening. And I feel like this is happening within the next year to the next year and a half. There's going to be a big overhaul on your home life. Perhaps even moving or renovations, redoing, buying like a fixer-upper home, or making a new space to call home. All of those types of things. There's definitely a rehaul or redo around the home life. Then we also have the into the unknown. Since we were just talking about home life, this almost makes me wonder if you're going to move to a new place that you've never lived before. For some of you. If that's in the books, I don't feel like that's a message for all of you, but I do feel like there's a small niche of you that you're going to be moving to, like a city or possibly even a new country or something, but you've never lived there before. And there's going to be that opportunity for you to do that. Or this is just kind of like moving to a new area that you've never been in before, exploring again the unknown. So exploring that new spiritual realm, exploring that new side of you, all those new interests that are going to come along with that, and exploring more of this new fire. There's that new inner fire, that new passion. And I feel like for a lot of you, this will unlock a new career path for a lot of you. And I feel like you're going to be going with the flow. Like, yeah, I just feel like I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to go in this direction. I'm meant to make these changes. That's something that I'm I'm fully seeing here for you. Sevens are going to be a really prominent number showing up for you, by the way. And sevens indicate a new spiritual journey and learning. We have a 7 with the 16, we have a 7, and we have a 7. So a lot of 7s coming up. We also have a lot of 1s coming up for you. So those are going to be, oh, and 8s. 8s, 7s, and 1s, those are your numbers. So when you see those around, that is confirmation that things are shifting and changing for you. And things are manifesting and moving in the right direction. So if you see those numbers around, those are going to be those confirmations of that. So let's go ahead and see what else we get for you, my love. We also have financial constraints. I feel like this is something that is ending for you. So when we talk about the big changes that are happening in your life, if you felt like you are just getting by, or if you felt like there's certain things that have been happening in your life that all of a sudden it's just like, oh, I need to spend money on that, or I need to all of a sudden invest in that, and I need to pay that bill, and that came up. If you've been feeling that lately, one of the big changes that I see for you is you're going to be just fine getting through that. For one, we have all of these balancing cards, and you're going to be able to shift that around and create a new beginning here to rebuild. You are learning how to rebuild finances. You are learning how to balance in order to get by and be totally okay. So if you've been needing that message in any way, shape, or form, there it is. Things are going to be okay when it comes to your financial world. You have what it takes to completely keep that in balance and to shift that around, to rebuild it into something new. Let's see, we also have the sun. I love it. We also have man holding a heart. Okay, so the sun card, when that one comes up, I love that this came up. Also, we have another confirmation of the number 1 coming up for you, which is that new beginning type of energy. And whenever the sun card shows up in any reading, it is such a positive energy, and it also indicates abundance. So if you've been wanting to make more abundance, if you have big dreams when it comes to money, there's your confirmation. You absolutely have what it takes. This is the balancing act of getting over this hurdle, and this will be part of a bigger story for you of how you all of a sudden came into creating your abundance, how you came into creating your I'm seeing this as, there's a word I'm looking for. It's such a particular word. What is this? I'm blanking on the word, but it's like your savings, I guess, is the word that I can use for it, but your pool, your assets, it's like you're going to be able to look at all of that and bask in that and be like, look what I created. And this is all going to be part of your story about how you got there. And you're going to be really, I think you're going to have a really big story to share when it came to creating your success. And I'm also seeing a lot more compassion, ease, and love. If you've also needed healing in a particular relationship, perhaps with your father or somebody within your family, if you've been needing healing with a relationship, perhaps letting something go in the past, with a love relationship, healing from that. I'm seeing forgiveness and healing around something from the past. And I'm also seeing this as this will play out into the future, and this will help shift things in the future for you. So I'm definitely seeing healing with a relationship or with some sort of hurt that happened in the past with someone, the healing of that. And through that, I'm seeing like, ooh, for a lot of you, okay, I'm actually getting this really interesting side message that your father wants to send you love. Okay, your father is wanting to send you love and proudness. That is a message I'm getting so deep right here, okay? But there's also another underlying message with that as well that is talking about your future and how there is a lot of commitment and loyalty and love in your future. And one of the big changes is this feeling of like, I have this trust in love, and it's this security, the sense of security, the sense of trust, this sense of everlasting love that is coming through as well in this card. this sense of everlasting love. And I feel like there's this healing, and for some reason your father is also wanting to say that he loves you and is proud of you. So that is also coming through there. And that's what we have for you, the big changes that you can expect in your future. My group number 2s, thank you so much for joining me here today. That was a wild, beautiful reading. I am sending you so much love. I'm so excited for your journey of this shift and this like spiritual awakening that you're going through. This is really fun. This is really cool. And again, this pool of abundance. You are creating this pool of abundance, and you're gonna be like, look what I did for myself. I've literally created this safety net, this security net, this pool that I can bask in, and I feel safe and I feel secure and I feel like I am abundant. I feel like I have a strong, sturdy foundation, and you're no longer feeling this. This is part of your story of leading you here, and this is what you're going to be creating. And I feel like for some of you, this is going to happen as soon as a year from now. You're all of a sudden creating like, wow, look at what I've accumulated in a year. In fact, I feel like for most of you within 1 year from now, you're already going to be like, look at how much change I brought from where I started to where I am now. Look at how much I've changed. But there's still more yet to come even after a year. This is still growing even a year from now. Okay, but a year from now, you're already going to be like, damn, look at the difference. Look at the difference from where I was to where I am. This is going to be a major focus for you, a big change. This is going to be some big change that's happening over this next year, is this shift from this to this. But this is still growing even a year from now. I want you to know that. It doesn't just stop there. You are growing this even more because you're learning so much about how to grow this. And that's going to be growing. So anyway, that is again what we have here for you. Thank you so much for joining me here, group number 2s. I'm sending you all so much love. And I also just wanted to quickly mention, if any of you are interested in any crystal jewelry, I hand make these beaded bracelets, and we just came out with a couple new styles of our charmed bracelets, which are the ones with the charm. The satellite style is my absolute favorite. It is so pretty and it pairs well with everything. I absolutely love it. We also have some new crystals on there, such as selenite. We also have angel aura quartz now, which is also one of my favorite stones. So all of the information for that will be linked down below if you're interested in any crystal jewelry or crystals. I sell both of those on my website, and all the info will be linked down below if you are interested in that. And I will see you next time, my love. Bye. All right, my group number 3s, let's go ahead and dive right into your reading. Okay, our first card for you, we have the Dawn New Beginnings card. So this one indicates that there is an entirely new dawning happening in your life. So this could be like moving somewhere that you've never lived before, starting a new job, or closing out an old chapter of your life, or for example, getting married or having a family, having a baby or something like this. But the New Beginnings indicates that this is somewhere that this is like something that we haven't yet explored in our life. This is having to go on a whole new journey and discovering completely new things in this new beginning kind of chapter that we have going on. So it's something undiscovered, it's something entirely new. So one of your big changes that's ahead of you, perhaps you're already slightly seeing some of this, slightly foreseeing some of these things happening. Like maybe you're in a relationship that you know you're gonna eventually have kids really soon, or maybe you know that you're gonna get married, or perhaps you are planning to move somewhere new. Perhaps you're thinking about that, or you already foresee like starting a job or starting a new career or something like this. But this is going to be so big in the terms of change and how your life is going to be very different. This is a dawn of a new beginning. And what you currently foresee, you're not even foreseeing the whole big picture, because see the light beams? This kind of talks about your awareness, what you're currently aware of. You might be aware of a little bit right now, but there is so much more here to explore, to uncover, to realize. There is so much more that's going to be happening. And this is making me feel like it's turning a corner, because if we look at the art here, this is like the ocean down below. It's like some sort of like ocean or body of water, and your awareness can see right here, but there's still this whole other corner that we have to like turn around. So it makes me feel like there is something really big on the horizon for you, and maybe you foresee it a little bit, but it's going to be bigger than you even realize, and the type of change that's coming is even bigger. We also have crystals of focus. So this could be something that maybe you're thinking about very deeply right now, something you're very focused on, maybe focused on getting that degree so that you can have that new beginning, maybe focused on getting married and then having children, or whatever this new chapter is for you. Your focus is very deep here, and I do feel like there's just so much more waiting to be uncovered. This card also talks about growth, commitment, and more opulence in your life. So crystallizing, solidifying this new chapter. This new chapter is going to bring a permanent new change for you. I think it's going to shift your realm of focus. So other things that you used to be focused on in your life, your entire realm of focus is shifting, which kind of makes me feel like, again, that could be a career change or having a baby or getting married, because when you do those things, your focus does literally change. The things that you used to think are important are no longer the things that are important. It's like your focus is entirely shifting here into the new things that are important to you. And again, this could even be opening up a new business, moving, and then having a completely different focus. We also have stone people of vigilance. This can talk about when we are overthinking. So I think another big shift for you is letting go of overthinking. I think as this big shift happens for you, I think you're just gonna realize like, wow, I really overthought that. And you know what's interesting is in this card, we have this sort of desolate land, but it looks almost similar to what this landscape is right here. This is making me think that you can foresee a little bit of this new beginning, but part of you might be worrying about worst case scenario. Part of you might be thinking like, oh, what if it's horrible? What if this goes wrong? What if all of a sudden I don't like it? Or what if I lack abundance? What if I can't upkeep all of that lush things that I'm wanting to happen? What if I can't upkeep it? What if I don't have the energy for it? What if it all drains out? What if there's a drought that happens? What if, all of these thoughts. I think that you are having a tendency to overthink it right now and to overthink your future, because you can foresee a new beginning dawning into your life. You can foresee that. You know that it's going to shift your focus. You know life is going to be different. And part of you is thinking about worst case scenario. I do think it's going to turn out better than you thought. I really, really, really do. When we look at this new beginnings, there's so much more here that you can't even see. And the crystals, if you think about crystals, they're hidden. When they grow underground. So this is also another sign for you right now, saying that there's so much beauty to discover and uncover in this new beginning. So much beauty, so many things that are going to be these sparkly, shiny, exciting, beautiful experiences that you're going to have in this new beginning. But maybe right now there's a lot of anxiety because it's the unknown, because you can't fully see it. So you're wondering like, oh, if I turn the corner, is it going to be this? No, my love. Oh my goodness, there's so much beauty to uncover here, okay? So Spirit wants you to know to not overthink it, not overthink this new beginning. Ocean, ebb and flow. So of course, there's always going to be certain difficulties to overcome. That's usually why our brain overthinks in the first place, because we try to prepare for it, because we think that the more that I overthink it, the better prepared that I'm going to be once I get there. But the thing is that the ebb and flow that will actually occur is nothing like your worst case scenario. Okay, not even close. It is so it's going to be a natural ebb and flow. If you think about the ocean, so if this is the ocean right here, there's going to be natural tides where the tide is high and the tide is low. There's going to be natural seasons where the rain is creating all the lush greenery, and then there's going to be possible, different seasons where there's not a lot of rain and maybe it's colder and maybe things aren't as lush, but then it comes right back down to the lushness again. It comes right back to the lushness. So there's going to be this ebb and flow, but it's going to help you also have those seasons, because there's always seasons of life. It's going to help you grow and learn and become vibrant, because the reason why we also have seasons are essential to creating a thriving environment. So in this new beginning that you're going to have, there's going to be different things to navigate, such as the ebbs that are going to happen. But the ebbs are never going to look like that, okay? Your worst case scenario, it's like Spirit wants to confirm to you that this big change that you're headed into, it's going to be so much better than you thought. For one, you're going to discover things that are literally better than you thought. And that as you turn this corner, you're like, oh my God, I didn't even expect that that was going to happen. That's amazing. Like the type of experiences that are going to be here are you're going to uncover these crystals that you're not even seeing right now. These surprises, these new experiences that are just going to be so captivating, such solid core memories of your life that are going to be so shiny, beautiful, amazing. Okay, so this new chapter for you, this big change is going to be amazing. But again, I know you might be overthinking it right now, but Spirit wants you to know it's going to be amazing. We also have the Eight of Air, which is the Eight of Swords in regular tarot. This card indicates that we might be feeling a little bit stuck right now, or maybe we are feeling like we're still bound by our current life, but we're foreseeing this new change. This big change that's coming, you are going to unhinge yourself. All of a sudden, you're going to allow yourself to explore more. You're going to allow yourself to open up more. And I also feel like this new chapter of your life is going to be one where you are calling back more freedom, because you no longer want to feel bound in the same ways that you maybe have felt in the past, or restricted. But this is also a card that talks about being restricted by your mind a little bit. You might be kind of worried about your future and overthinking your future, but the thing is what's showing up in these cards is your future is so amazing, with so many beautiful experiences that you're not even foreseeing. So rather than overthinking about all the negatives, start to overthink about the possibilities of all the fun that might be under there, all the fun that there is to discover. Come more back to here, because that's going to free you from the anxiety. So start to get curious about this. Start to get curious about the possibilities to uncover, because that's going to also help you see the potentials of what you can begin to take action towards creating there. And when we prepare ourselves for the best as well, that'll be when we also begin creating more of the best, because then our mind will be wired to start finding that, to start looking for it, and to start creating it. Right? So we have to also prep our mind for that. We also have Six of Water. This is the Six of Cups. So this is going to be nothing like your past. The big change that's happening is, for one, this is not going to be like your past. And that's something that I feel like Spirit really needs you to know. You might be worried about your past remanifesting. You might be worried about old things resurfacing. It's not. It's not. I feel like there's also like healing happening for you in this next phase of your life within this big change. There's a lot of healing when it comes to your own childhood, when it comes to your past that you've had. I think that you're also overcoming and freeing, like this is literally freedom right here. These two cards showing up is uncaging and coming into freedom. That's part of your big shift. There's different ways where you used to maybe hold yourself back or restrict yourself in life. And maybe you felt bound by your schedule, or bound by your time, or restricting yourself when it came to your freedom and what you allowed yourself to do, what you allowed yourself to expect. That is also shifting for you, to beginning to shift your focus to what can be, to begin to shift your focus towards all of your power and potential and all those good things that you can cultivate and experience and uncover for yourself. Okay, also the Six of Water can sometimes deal with children, so if some of you are thinking about children, there's your confirmation. that is on the horizon for you. I don't think that's a message for every single one of you listening to this, but you're gonna know, because if you are thinking about children, or if you're like, hey, I really want children in my future, and maybe that's something that's been on my mind lately, then this message is for you. Children are in your future. They are meant to be. And this new beginning, there's so much amazingness to uncover here. So let's see, we also have the Page of Air. So this is the Page of Swords coming through. This could be talking about, so for example, for some of you, if you are thinking about children, this could be talking about one of your children that is so ready, and already their energy is already around you, ready to like enter life, ready to come into this world. But this can also indicate the experiences. This can also indicate new ideas that you're going to be having, new opportunities. Page of Air can also indicate signing contracts. So buying a home. You know, maybe you're going to buy a home. Maybe you're going to sign a contract with a company. Maybe you're going to open up a business. Maybe you are going to be signing something like a purchase agreement or a lease or something like this. But Page of Air is the signing of something, signing of a contract, making a plan, communicating a plan. And so that's also part of your big change, is unhinging yourself and then signing this contract, taking on this new opportunity, okay? We also have Seven of Fire. So this is the Seven of Wands. This is getting on top of things, feeling like, okay, I am in control. Part of you is wanting to feel in control of your future. And perhaps that's also why we had that vigilance energy coming up, because you're wanting to be in control of your future. You're wanting to make sure that it turns out good. But the Seven of Fire is telling me that yes, this new beginning that's happening for you is going to turn out good. This is going to be positive. You are going to be able to stay on top of it. Maybe you're worried about, okay, am I going to have enough time in my schedule to take care of all of these things? This new beginning might add on more responsibility for you. That's something that I'm actually really for sure seeing, is this new beginning, you're sort of foreseeing that it is going to add in more responsibility into your life. So it could be, again, taking on a mortgage, signing a lease where we have to pay rent or pay a loan or something like this. Opening up a business, that's more responsibility, right? So there's something here where you are taking on more responsibility in this new beginning, but the Seven of Fire upright, you are completely handling that fully. You are completely on the top of the mountain putting out all these fires. Look at all the fires around. You are completely stomping out those fires. You're staying on top of it, and you're doing it with control. The Seven of Fire upwards, this is the energy of like, oh, I feel like I'm on top of this. I'm on top of the mountain. I feel like I'm on top of it, and I feel like I am good to go, and I'm energized. I have enough energy to do it. I have enough inspiration. I have enough passion. I have enough will. I have enough determination. I have enough motivation. So you are completely staying on top of it. So it's not going to turn into this worst case scenario. Your focus is completely like in the right direction. You're going to be able to do it, and you're going to feel so good. It's going to be so rewarding. That's the energy that I get from this, is it's going to be rewarding, and you are still going to have balance in your life. The ocean also indicates that you're still going to have balance. You're still going to have time to relax and move forward. The ebb and flow, that's the regeneration versus the action taking and the creation. You're still going to have time for both. Let's see, what else do we have for you, my love, my group number 3s? Okay, we also have the Eight of Fire. Wow. Okay, so this is the Eight of Wands. We have Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. When we have consecutive cards showing up in the tarot, it can indicate that things are moving forward. Things are ascending. They're not descending, so we're not in a reflection or retreat phase. We are in a growth phase. So right now, this is you in that growth energy. We also have double eights coming up. When we have double eights, this indicates infinite potential. It also is a number of good luck as well, and abundance. It's really good for business, and it's really good for just luck in general and growing your assets and staying in balance. Infinite potential. It's also when we unlock and we realize that we have infinite energy within us. Eight of Fire is when things are moving forward really fast. So things are going to happen very quickly for you. This big change it's moving along. Once you kind of sign whatever this is, signed, sealed, delivered, once you make this decision, because Page of Air can also be making a decision, communicating what we want, getting clear on what it is that we want and what we're moving towards, all of a sudden things are going to happen really quickly for you. Really quickly. The 7 and the 8. It's also interesting, we actually have 6, 7, 8, right? And this card came up first, so it actually should be over here on this side, but I put it over there for whatever reason. But this did come out first, so we do have like a 6, 7, 8 energy. This is that ascending type of energy. You are moving up. Things are moving very fast. There's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of fire within you to be able to do everything and meet all of your needs, meet all of your expectations and all of that. So let's dive into our next deck of cards here. We had one fly out immediately. One Ring Circus. Okay, if you are concerned, if you're gonna be able to handle all of this on your own, yes, 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 and yes again, you will. One Ring Circus. You can juggle all of this just fine. You're gonna be able to do it. If you currently are thinking like, oh my God, I'm gonna need all this extra help, or like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this all on my own. One Ring Circus, my love. Yes, 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 you can. And it's gonna be totally okay. I don't think you're gonna be doing it all on your own all the time, but I feel like this is coming through to tell you, you got this. You're gonna be just fine. You won't need extra help, but I do feel like you will be receiving that along the way anyway. So that's great confirmation to come through there. The elephants are also amazing luck, by the way. This is an indication of good luck. So there's a lot of good luck surrounding this new beginning for you. We also have talisman, which is something to help guide us. It's something to kind of trust and to lead us. If you're worried about figuring things out, if you're worried about how to navigate this next chapter, this new beginning, part of you might be worried about how to navigate it, how to navigate the ebbs and flows, how to navigate the different things and the different events that are going to be happening. You are totally being guided. You are going to figure it out, no problem. Okay, that's another thing that's coming up. This new beginning, you're going to be able to navigate it, no problem. Let's see what else we get for you. We also have details. Okay, so part of you also might be wanting to figure out every last little bit of detail. It is going to uncover itself as you go down this path. More details are going to uncover. And with this big new shift, I feel like you're going to be more organized. You're going to be more put together. You're going to be more on top of it. I see that your memory is also going to improve. So if you've been having like memory issues where it's like, oh my God, what did I do yesterday? And like all of a sudden I can't remember this, or I read this, now I can't remember it. Your memory is actually improving in this next chapter. You're going to be able to remember a lot more details of things. Also, when it comes to signing contracts and making plans, make sure to look at the details of it. That's also just another like side message that's coming through here. Make sure that you look at the details to make sure that they are accurate, to make sure that they are reflecting what you want. It's okay to change details, or at least ask for details to change. That's okay. So be clear about what it is that you want. Ooh, that's another thing coming through. So when you are signing contracts or making plans, be clear as possible about what it is that you want and expect. Do not expect that other people are just going to assume properly. Do not expect that other people are just going to fully understand you with a simple sentence. Make sure that the details are clear. That's just another, Spirit's giving a lot of advice in this reading. But yes, hopefully the advice is helpful here. Let's see what else we get for you. What other big changes are going to happen in your life? I also see you reorganizing your schedule and making it something that's so much more balanceable. If that's a word, balanceable, so much more in balance. Fifth chakra is your throat chakra, so this deals with communication. Your communication is going to be improving. I also see signing a contract is coming up again with fifth chakra showing up. Fifth chakra is also where the chakra of signing things, communicating things, agreements, communication with details. That's going to be super important. Speaking up for what you want. This new big change, I feel like you're going to be so much more assertive with what you want, so much clearer, because I think you're looking at your past and you're realizing where things have gone wrong in the past. And it's always usually because miscommunication, misunderstanding, or things not being communicated. And this new big change, you're going to be so much more willing to just speak up, to speak your mind, to be clear about what it is that you want and need. And that's going to be another amazing thing for you. Let's see, what else do we have in this next chapter for you? Door to value is showing up. Another big change is I think you're going to be getting ideas of how to make more money. You're unlocking the path to making more money. Whether that be communicating that you deserve a raise, or whether that be coming up with ideas of how to make more money, opening up that new door, details in business, details in investments. Ooh, we also have another card right here that's overturned. Look at this. You know, tarot is always so accurate. The cards never lie, and sometimes they reciprocate each other when they really want to make a point come across. When it comes to your anxiety and possibly a tendency to overthink, that is another thing that is going to change. You might be very, very constantly going over details. Okay, actually, there's another message here, because yes, it's going to be very important to focus on the details, especially when signing contracts, making things clear, all of that. Do not overthink it though. There's a difference between focusing on the details and making sure that things are correct. And I think Spirit wants to clarify this, which is why anxiety is coming up again. Spirit wants to clarify when I'm talking about focusing on the details, communicating things properly, doing it from a place of just assertiveness of, yes, let's make this clear, but it's not from a place of overthinking and anxiety, okay? There's a total difference between handling it like Archangel Gabriel here and just being very clear, very concise, wanting to understand. That's also fifth chakra, wanting to fully understand what it is that we're doing. There's a difference between that versus overthinking and having anxiety. Does that make sense? Do you see the difference in his energy versus her energy? Okay, so I think that's why that wanted to come out again, because I think that this next chapter for you is going to be very much about clearing anxiety, healing anxiety, letting go of overthinking, trusting in your future. I think you're going to be able to trust so much more and to trust your intuition a lot. We also have seventh chakra, which is the crown chakra. So again, trusting your intuition. That's a huge aspect of this that's coming up. Okay. We also have the Magician and the Mirror. You absolutely got this. This next chapter for you is you doing magic. You're almost going to be looking at yourself and wondering, how did I do that? I literally just figured it out, and I did it all on my own. I did it myself. You're going to be so proud of doing this all on your own and doing it yourself. You're going to be almost wondering how did I pull that rabbit out of my hat? How did I do that? But this is the creation stage. Blossoming abundance as well. I definitely see more money in your future, and that is something that you are absolutely creating and doing with this door to value and blossoming abundance that we have coming up. There's definitely ideas and things that are shifting here that allow you to figure out how to make more money, and a brand new journey opening up that you are so excited to go on. And it's interesting that we have this blue orb, and blue orb. This is about trusting your own inner voice, trusting your own inner guidance, your intuition, communicating what you need, and calm. Blue is also a color of calm. It's letting go of anxiety, letting calm lead you there, and trusting in that vision and focus on the possibilities of what you can do and what you can create in your future. So group 3, those are the big changes coming up ahead for you. It looks like there's a massive shift, a massive new chapter opening up for you. It's going to lead to all kinds of new experiences, and it's going to be amazing, okay? Even though you've been worried about it, it's going to be amazing. There's going to be so many amazing experiences to uncover here. It is going to be fun. It is going to be one of your top new chapters of your life thus far. So thank you so much for joining me here. I'm sending you so much love. If you are interested in any crystals or crystal jewelry, I just want to mention that I handmade beaded bracelets, and we just came out with 2 new styles that are absolutely amazing. This satellite style is my complete new favorite. I absolutely love it. It is so beautiful and it pairs so well with the other bracelets. So I love it. We also have new types of crystals that are out. So we have like selenite, and angel aura quartz. These are amazing. They are some of my new favorites. All of the information for that will be linked down below. We also make the beaded bracelets according to your wrist size. They are made with gold fill, so they will not tarnish. You can wear them in water and all of that. So all the information, again, linked down below. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and until next time, bye. All right, so my group number 4 is, let's go ahead and dive right into your reading. Okay, we have summer solstice radiance. Your confidence is rising high. Radiance and the solstice with the sun can also indicate going more into the spotlight, gaining some kind of recognition, some sort of publicity, some kind of just like being out there, being seen more. And it's also this energy of not being afraid of being seen. So perhaps you're entering this phase of your life where you are feeling so much more confident. You can't wait to show off who you are, what you've been working on, what you've done, what you've created. And again, it's kind of like gaining more recognition, being seen more. So there could be an opportunity. One of your big changes is like, okay, now our business is taking off, maybe if you have a business and it's being seen more, it's gaining some sort of publicity and maybe going viral or something like that. Or perhaps this is just you feeling more confident, you know, if you're not in business or anything like that. And this could be just feeling more confident, more radiant. And this is a glow up. When we think about radiance, I feel like your skin is going to be glowing. This is like feeling like you are even glowing from within because you're feeling happy, you're feeling joyful, you feel your highest and greatest and best. It's feeling energetic as well, feeling excited to take action because we're inspired. We have that inner fire that's inspiring us to do stuff, to move forward. So your big change that's up ahead of you is all of these different things. I feel like there's going to be certain events that are happening where you're feeling like a higher, better, more improved, excited, passionate, fiery version of yourself, where you're excited to show off, you're excited to, and I'm not saying show off in like a narcissistic way, by the way, just so you know. I'm meaning show off in this way of like, look what I've created, look what I've done, or look at this new hair, look at my skin now. It's like you're feeling confident. You are feeling worthy and glowy and all of this. And you always have been worthy, but it's like you're really stepping into that. You're really embodying that energy. And then, ooh, we also have the volcano card. Wow, there's a lot of fire energy for you. So the volcano is big events happening, the explosion of something, not literal explosions, but metaphorical explosions. So this is kind of like your business exploding with new viewers, new customers, new clients, new things happening that's allowing you to feel radiant. This is a very positive thing. When we have radiance next to volcano, the volcano is a very positive explosion. It's like this explosion of excitement, of inspiration, creativity, the explosion of, you know what, instead of me just, you know, being below the mountain, instead of me just creating this, let me go show it off now. It's like the curtain reveals, the things are happening, things are moving forward. So this is a big like volcanic explosion of goodness. Yeah, wow, okay, group 4, what a freaking reading so far. We also have music of harmony. Music coming in can indicate all kinds of things. For one, perhaps you have a passion for music and perhaps you are being ignited for that. But music can also just indicate that you're more in harmony when it comes to feeling good. Your emotions are in harmony. You feel in harmony with your business, with the things that you're creating, with your career. Things feel like they are flowing. And everything that's happening is just like, I feel like you're about to enter one of those phases of life where it just feels like everything's going your way. It feels like everything's working out. It feels like all the best case scenarios are just happening. It's kind of like what people are now calling, it's like that trendy title where it's called lucky girl syndrome, where it's like you're just radiant. It's like you have that syndrome of like, oh, lucky things just happen to me all the time. But this is not necessarily luck, okay? And I want to make that clear. What's happening for you here isn't just like, oh, I got my lucky break. No, this is something that I feel like you've been working towards. You've been putting effort towards this. You deserve this. It's not just some sort of luck. Like, you deserve this, okay? And let's dive further. We also have lotus flower unfoldment. That's like our volcano, something that you've been working on, or this could even be you blossoming. This is that unfoldment, the explosion, the blossoming. This is such an exciting time that is right on the horizon for you. Lotus flowers are so special and so magical. They also resemble our chakras. So this can indicate that your chakras are opening. You're feeling more open, more radiant, more vibrant. This can also be in the spotlight again. Unfoldment, becoming in the spotlight. So perhaps you have this opportunity to now be the center stage, be the leader, be the teacher, be the guide, be the musician, be the, like whatever the case may be. This is you being that center stage, being the guide, being the leader, being the teacher, being the spotlight. Or at least your work being in the spotlight, gaining more of that recognition in this area of your life. So, very exciting, group number 4. Let's go ahead and see what else we get for you. By the way, I'm seeing all of this happening. All of these energies, when we're talking about these big changes, these are big changes that are happening within this next year for you. And these are all timeless readings, so no matter when you're called to this video, it is going to be relevant for you, okay? We also have 3 of fire. This is the card of expansion. Oh, that just goes on even deeper. I feel like there's going to be whole new horizons, whole new opportunities that start presenting themselves to you. So because of this radiance, because of this recognition, there's going to be new opportunities that you're not even maybe planning for, you're not even foreseeing right now, that are going to start to present themselves to you because of this new kind of explosion, this unfoldment, being seen. It is just going to open up entirely new ideas and opportunities and new paths for you to navigate. I feel like you're going to have a lot of options in front of you when it comes to where you can take this, where you can go from here. I feel like you're going to have a lot of options in front of you, and this is your time where you just get to have fun with it and you get to explore. The 3 energy of the 3 of Wands is very exciting. It's this excitement of, wow, look at the horizon. Look what's on the horizon for me. It's like this endless opportunity, and it's like this feeling of awe in front of you. We also have 2 of air. So this is the 2 of swords. Things that you're not even foreseeing right now are going to start happening and coming into your life. Things that you can't even foresee. I don't even think you can see the magnitude of what's ahead of you and where this could possibly unfold and lead to. So as you kind of step more into this spotlight, I just feel like there's a lot more coming here. And perhaps part of you has been a little bit scared of the spotlight. Maybe perhaps part of you is worried about failure, or scared of being seen, or scared about judgment, or scared about success even, because sometimes we can be scared of success because we don't know where it's going to lead us. And 2 of air indicates a little bit of that worry, but at the same time, it's moving forward. It's moving forward, so we can't stay here anymore. Your big change is like, we're no longer staying as the 2 of swords anymore. Things are just moving forward, and you just have to believe me that the magician just popped out. I was shuffling the cards over on my lap. But yeah, we have the Magician, which is one of my favorite cards in all of tarot, by the way. So I love that this card is showing up for you. The Magician is when we feel like magic is on our side, and when we feel like we have everything that we need to move forward, to create what it is that we want. It's like magic is happening, and it also feels like we are the magician, and we feel fully like we're in the creator seat of our life, which, by the way, you're always in the creator seat of your life, always. But when the Magician pops up, we're really, really feeling it, because we're like, wow, all my magic is just working right now. We feel like we are Center stage, we feel in flow with everything. Ideas are coming to us easily. I do feel like the opportunities that are going to come your way are just going to feel like, wow, I've always wanted that. And now that's like coming into my life and I'm getting all these new, just opportunities. We have 4 of Wands being reversed here. So celebrate along this journey, okay? There's a lot to celebrate here. Remember to celebrate along this journey. You are reaching milestones, but I also feel like these milestones are happening very quickly for you within this reading, which is why the 4 of Wands is reversed. This is when things are happening very quickly to where it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is all just happening so fast. And this is going to be a really good feeling for you. We have a lot of ascension energy happening here, but this is all a lot of the beginning stages. When we have a lot of the early numbers, like 3, 2, 4, this is all early stages. The Magician with number 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's interesting. We have ascension all in the early stages, and this is all happening, I feel like, very quickly for you within this next year. Then we also have 6 of fire. Wow, okay. More ascension energy. And yeah, the 6 of fire, the 6 of Wands is also about recognition and feeling on top of it. With it being reversed right now, I feel like this is, you're not yet in this spot, but this is what's coming. This is what's coming through all of what's about to happen, what all is on the horizon for you. And I feel like you're also a very humble person. You're a very humble person, but there's a message from Spirit. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your success. Maybe you're not one that tends to do that. Maybe you're one that tends to just be like, oh, cool, I did it. And then you like go on to the next thing. And you're not really fully celebrating it. There is a message coming through from Spirit. Please celebrate your success. You deserve it. Celebrate your rewards. Okay? Celebrate those milestones that you reach because it's important and you deserve to do that. Okay? That's coming up strong. You deserve to do that. If you are wanting more recognition, if you are wanting to be more in the spotlight, you have what it takes, but you might also have imposter syndrome coming through at times. You might think like, oh, I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. I'm not there yet. I'm not a master yet. But the thing is you are. Otherwise, it wouldn't be happening to you. Otherwise, the opportunities wouldn't be there. You are ready. Let's go. Let's move forward, okay? Both of these cards are indicating this sort of underlying feeling that maybe you've had about imposter syndrome of like, do I really deserve this though? Who am I to deserve this? And it's like, well, you do deserve it. You've put in the work. You are something special. You are something amazing, and you are worthy of that. So celebrate your success, okay? There's a huge, huge message for that. And perhaps you also undermine even your past success. I feel like you've also accomplished a lot thus far that has deserved to be celebrated, but part of you almost just thinks like no, we can't, no. Like you're just very humble about it, and but again, Spirit wants you to know you deserve to celebrate that. You've already accomplished so much. So don't have imposter syndrome. You've already done so much. You've learned so much, and you've put in so much effort in. You do deserve this, okay? Making a choice is also coming up. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming up on the horizon, and maybe you're thinking about all different ways in which you can take this, all different roads that you could go down because of this. And I do feel like this is going to open up more opportunities. This making a choice card just makes me feel like there's going to be more doors opening for you and more opportunities. And perhaps there's multiple ones that you can explore. There's multiple things that you can start doing. And there's multiple things that this can unlock. We also have Golden Palace that came up for you, and also goblins. There might be people who or even thoughts that you have where you undermine yourself. The goblins is kind of like this energy of undermining yourself or listening to the critics too much, giving too much attention to the critics, whereas we should be giving attention to the people who admire and who are getting value from our message. Of course, constructive criticism has its time and place, but letting go of putting too much emphasis on that. Of course, constructive criticism is great for growth. We need that. Yes, love it. But don't put too much emphasis towards that. We need to have it balanced also with celebrating our success and our goodness and all of that. Golden Palace, you're reaching a big goal. Golden Palace is reaching a big goal. And feeling really proud, really successful. There could be, part of you might be wanting to manifest your dream home. Perhaps that's why we have Four of Wands being reversed over here or even showing up at all. And then with Golden Palace, perhaps you are wanting to manifest a beautiful home in your future, but maybe we're also conflicted about where do I want to live? Where do I want this to be? Where do I want to take this? And that's something that we're going to have to navigate and figure out. So I think that a lot of this new shifts that are coming for you, they're going to be so freaking amazing, but it's also going to unlock just so much more for your future. And you get to have fun with figuring out what that's going to look like. You get to have fun with that process of figuring out where to go with that. So yeah, let's dive in further. Let's dive in more. I also feel like goblins, I just want to say, I also feel like this might be people who are jealous of your success, who want to undermine your success. You might have people in your life, or you might not, but this is a message just for some of you. You'll know whether or not you have these people in your life. But you might have people in your life that are kind of jealous of your success, and you can kind of feel it with the way that they talk about things or with the way that they treat you. And they might not outright say these things, but you just might feel it from their energy. They might just be a little bit jealous. And so we just have to navigate how we show up in those relationships, right? And so there could just be some of that, but we can also like still love people through that, you know? We can still love those people because, you know, jealousy is a type of form of admiration. It's just an unhealthy form of admiration. It's when we feel threatened by somebody else's success and we feel like we don't deserve that, but we are actually admiring it, right? So anyway, yeah, that coming up. Patience is also a card coming up for you. So this is something that I feel like you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for this, and perhaps you're just like, when is my break gonna come? When is my success gonna come? This is something you've been maybe waiting for quite some time, but this is on the horizon for you. This is confirmation that this is on the horizon, okay? Man holding a coin, this is success in business. The coins resemble our material world, our career, our money, all types of things like that. So him showing up, this is your success. I feel like this is also you having some sort of award. There could be an award that you're achieving, or like this could be a big check that you're holding up that you're just like, look what I got. I had that big break. I just sold this for this much. I just did this for this. This is having that success of being like, look what I did. I sold this thing. I'm holding this check. I have this award. I've made this success. You know, and you get to own that. You get to have that. That's yours, right? So man holding a coin, I do feel like there's a lot of great success that's coming through here. Let's see what else. What else did we have? We had caring connections come out. Another big shift for you, I feel like, is getting rid of, or at least distancing yourself from people who don't have your best interest at heart, and then focusing more on those caring connections, the people that are really there rooting for you, the people that want to see you succeed, and focusing more on them. I feel like there's a big shift with that in your life, is focusing more on those types of people. And I also feel like you're going to be making new connections as well, like new friendships, new people that are coming into your life that are really like genuine and really solid type of people. Oh, and then we have, you know what's interesting? Woman holding a coin and then man holding a coin. We have both of those. This is confirmation of that success. We have double confirmation of that success. And then we also have woman holding a heart. More passion, more creativity, more love, and more excitement. I feel like you are deepening your passions. Angel number 44 coming through is stability, security, securing your home foundation. So if you've been unsure about where you live, or if you've been unsure about your current foundation, or if it's just felt a little bit rocky or a little bit unpredictable, this is you getting that going solid to where it's no longer unpredictable. Things are a lot more solid, secure. With both of these cards coming up, I also feel like if you're in a relationship, your partner is also having a lot of success as well. So that's another big shift, big change that's happening. Your partner's also gaining a lot of success. The fact that we have the man and the woman reminds me of a partnership. We have caring connections. You and your partner are noticing and creating a lot of success together and supporting each other through it. Caring connections can also indicate more commitment, a higher level of commitment in your love life, in your relationship if you have one. If you do not currently have a relationship, if you are single, I see that you are going to be meeting somebody that you really, really care about, and success, somebody who's on your level of success that you are. And there is a deepening connection of that commitment between you and this person, and excitement. There's such an excitement between both of you of like, oh my goodness, this is so fun. And I'm seeing like this energy of falling in love. So if you're single, I see you falling in love with somebody who's your equal, who's totally your equal. And I'm seeing this happening. If you're single, you are meeting your equal partner and getting into a long-term committed relationship with them within the next year to 2 years max. If you are single, you're going to be meeting this person and getting into a long-term committed relationship within the next 1 to 2 years within that time. If you are already in a relationship, you and your partner are both reaching higher success and making deeper love, deeper commitment, so much support, so much proudness. And that's going to be amazing. So that is what we have here. My beautiful, lovely group number 4s. It's interesting you're group number 4. We had a lot of 4 energy coming up for you. So that's going to be your good luck number. Whenever 4s show up for you, that is your number that's reminding you you are building this solid, sturdy foundation. There is success here. Keep going, keep moving forward. Success is on the horizon for you. And this is also a confirmation of your love life even improving and getting better and going to the next level, deeper commitment, finding that right person, both reaching some type of higher success together. And the coins are also commitment. So this could be a deep bond, deep commitment, investing in each other, and all of that type of energy. So that is what we have here for you, my beautiful group number 4s. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this video. It looks like your future has a lot of exciting big changes ahead of you, huge, massive changes. That is so exciting. So again, sending you all so much love. If you are curious about any crystal jewelry, I hand make beaded bracelets, and we just came out with a new style. This is our satellite charmed bracelet. It is so beautiful. It comes in all different types of crystals, and it is my favorite. It pairs well with so many other different bracelets. It makes them look so elevated and beautiful. Then we also have selenite is a new crystal that we just started making our bracelets with, and angel aura quartz. So those are available now, which are also so beautiful. And we hand make these bracelets according to your particular wrist size so that they fit you perfectly. And they are also made with gold fill, so you can wear them in water and they will not tarnish. So they're really high quality, really amazing. I'll have all the information for that linked down below in case you are curious. And we also sell crystals and all that other stuff. So all the info is linked down below. Again, thank you so much for joining me here today, and until next time, bye!